Hi everyone, Britta Albert here. If this is your first time here, I'm a spiritual transformational life coach, and it's my goal for this channel to help you overcome the obstacles that are standing in the way of you living your best and most authentic life. Today is the third day of spring. Now by the time that you see this, it'll be, I believe, Monday, but right now it's Saturday. And it is a gorgeous day here in South Carolina. I don't know where you're at in the world, but if you have a day that is just like today, man, go outside, enjoy it, embrace it, be present. You see this tree's blooming behind me. We have all different kinds of bees that are taking advantage of it. You can probably hear the breeze, and I apologize for any wind noise. I don't know if you can hear, my neighbor has these gorgeous wind chimes. Every time the breeze goes, you hear these beautiful wind chimes. You can hear the birds chirping. It is about 80 degrees and it is just absolutely phenomenal. In the midst of everything that's going on in this world, I wanted to take a moment and just appreciate the beauty that is unfolding and happening on our earth right now. I'm sure you guys have seen it by now, but I'll go ahead and post it. Right here, it talks about, there's an article that talks about the canals in Venice. For the first time in a long time, dolphins are swimming in the canals. This is huge. So many things are happening. Smog is being decreased from the lack of people driving around. I want you guys to understand that's what's happening right now in the world. There's so many different facets, and you can talk about conspiracy theories and you can go down that rabbit hole. It's only going to lead to more fear and more darkness. Now, I'm not saying that some of that doesn't exist. That is not what I'm choosing to experience in my now moment. I'm choosing to be present in the sunshine, to feel the sun on my face, to feel the spring breeze, to appreciate the fact that we can cut our grass now because the bees have other flowers that they can eat from, and I don't have to worry about not cutting the dandelions. What we're experiencing on the earth is a shift in consciousness. If you have ever done some real healing, where I've talked about this before in other videos, when I talk about healing your trauma, and I talk about what it takes to heal your trauma, you have to be present. You can't fight those feelings. You have to feel everything that you've pushed away, every ounce of it. But once you feel it, then it goes away. There are some traumas that we have to go through and we have to experience, and we have to feel it time and time again, because those roots, they run so deep. But what's something that I've said before, we've experienced, the worst of it is knowing that it's there. The worst of it is the first time that you touch it. And as you go, it gets easier and easier to deal with this trauma, to deal with whatever it is that you didn't want to experience, that you shut away in your mind. The more you heal it, the easier it is each time you go through it. But then there'll reach a time where you've gone through it 3 or 4 times and you're sick of it. You're like, how have I not healed this? I thought I've already healed this. Again, I've talked about this in other videos. This is what is happening collectively right now. For the few of us that have been doing this work internally this last couple of years, or even far beyond that for some, this is what the earth is now going through altogether, whether they're conscious of it or not conscious of it. As difficult as that work has been for you and I who've gone through this consciously, understand and have compassion for those who are going through this unconsciously. Can you have any idea how much more difficult it would be to navigate everything that's going on right now, purging this consciousness of fear? That's what's happening. No matter what it looks like, no matter what form it takes, we are okay. We are safe. Humanity as a whole, and I'm not downplaying, I know people are dying, but humanity as a whole is okay. We are safe. We're going to be okay. It's going to have some lasting effects because there's a lot of things that we're learning from this. But let's understand this on an energetic level, that the earth is purging this consciousness of fear, and we're doing it collectively. So those of us who have done shadow work, those of us who have healed traumas, you are now uniquely equipped to be able to hold space for those who are going through it. Now, when you were going through yours, you know that there was nothing anyone could really say or do to help you through it. You had to do the work. You had to go through it. You had to experience those traumas and feel them move through you. Once you feel it, once you experience it, once you understand that it's there, it passes through you and it's gone. Then the next level comes and the next level comes, and it's easier and easier each time, but you have to go all the way down. You have to go deep to the root of that trauma and process it and get it through. How do you process it? You feel it. So what is something that we can do for people who are unconsciously shifting and purging this consciousness of fear? We hold the light for them. How do you hold the light for them? This is very, very easy, very, very simple. You love them. You love them where they're at. And just like a toddler, just like a kindergartner, just like a small child, you remind them over and over and over, you're okay. You're going to be okay. All is well. They lost their job. You're going to be okay. All is well. We know what's coming. It's coming very soon. Very soon is relative. Very soon is not tomorrow. Very soon is probably 2, 4, 6, 8 weeks. But it's still soon in the larger concept of things. Yes, things will be different forever because of what we've learned, but it's okay. Humanity is okay. You are okay. Breathe. We have been through this. You understand what it feels like to process through traumas, to heal traumas, to feel the things you don't want to feel, face it, let it go, let it process through you. Done. Not saying it's really, really easy, but it's very simple. You've been through this. You've got this. It's okay. For those who are not light workers, who've not gone through this before, here's a message for you. For those who think that this world is going to hell, that this world is broken, let me remind you, this world, in many ways, not in every way, but we're getting there, in many ways, this world is better than it has ever been before. This is not the Black Plague. This is not the Spanish flu. This is not a virus that is wiping out the population, okay? Humanity has been through those before. They've experienced them before. They have survived them before. I understand there's so many levels of fear. You can take it down so many different avenues and so many different rabbit holes. I'm not saying that those things are wrong, but they may be misplaced for this situation. I'm not saying that those things don't exist, but I am saying that I'm choosing not to look at those things. I'm choosing to stand outside in this beautiful 80-degree weather with the sun on my face, breathing in the fresh air, seeing the bees buzz around me, and recognizing the signs of life that come with spring. This is divine timing that all of this is happening right now. I feel for those people who are displaced, who cannot go home to their home countries right now. I feel for the people who have loved ones who are sick and they're worried. Regardless if they're going to recover or not, I'm sure that they are worried. I feel for the people who are really putting the grind in, the truck workers who are making sure that things get from A to B, the grocery store workers who are making sure that things are fully stocked to help with the chaos and our own fear and panic. I feel for the people who work in the medical industry, and I love all of them, and I'm so grateful for all of them. So if doing our part is just to sit and enjoy the beauty of the day, to stay out of the way of the people who are working hard, and to understand all is well and you will be okay, that is what you do. And even if you can't understand that all is well, do what you can. Again, this is to those who have not been through this before. Do what you can to find the positive, because I promise you, whatever you look for, you will find. If you look for conspiracy theories, you're going to find conspiracy theories. If you look for the negative, honey, you are going to find the negative right now. If you look for the opportunities, they are abundant. You will find them. If you look for the beauty, oh, it does not take much time. You will see the beauty that is happening, that our earth is healing. We're getting a small glimpse. Oh my gosh, let me not get on my soapbox, but y'all, we're getting a small glimpse of what's going to happen to the earth when we really start being proactive and taking the health of the earth seriously. This is not a preaching thing, but this is a legitimate facts. Look at the healing that is happening to the earth. Look at how clean things are getting, how fast they're getting clean. Just by us not doing the same things we were doing all the time, polluting as much as we were polluting, being neglectful about how we throw things away. When we're stepping back for 2 months or so, look at what's already happening. So once this is over, what actions can we take to maintain the healing that we've already seen in the earth? What steps can we take to maintain the clean waters that we're starting to see without human intervention? These are the things that we can take away from this situation. It's not what's happening right now, but as we are staying in social distancing and quarantine or whatever your situation is, as we have very minimal impact on the earth, and we watch what the earth is doing when we're not interfering, how can we maintain those standards as we move forward? What processes can we live without? This is a time that we're experiencing what we actually need in life versus what we actually want in life. There's a lot of things that we can want, but what do we actually need? Because this is a time where we focus on what we actually need. Now, taking that information, how can we move forward and make changes? So, off my soapbox, sorry about all that, but the point is, whatever you look for, you'll find. If you look for opportunities, you'll find opportunities. If you look for things to be joyous about, you'll find things to be joyous about. If you look for things to be afraid of, you will find things to be afraid of, and it won't be very hard. So you get to choose what you want to look for. And again, just to reiterate, for those of us who have been here before, those of us who have done this, who have done the shadow work within ourselves, we've faced our own traumas, we've healed our own traumas. How can we hold the light and love the rest of humanity? How can you have just the most compassion you've ever had in your life for those who are afraid? Can you sit and live your life, not play in the fear, understand that all is well and you're okay, even if it's just for 5 minutes here or there, because we're all human, we're all experiencing this, even if it's not your fear, it's such a dense fear, just like I said in my last video, you are empathic, you are going to be feeling the rest of humanity's fear, okay? We're experiencing this as well, but we don't have to play in it, but you're still going to feel it, but you can choose not to play in it. Hold the light, so much love, so much compassion. For those who've not done the work, choose what you want to look for. Do you want to see opportunities? Do you want to see beauty? Do you want to see hope? Or do you want to see despair? Do you want to see fear? Do you want to see conspiracy theories? Again, all of those things are true. I'm not discrediting anybody's belief. I'm not discrediting where you're at. I'm not discrediting the work that you're doing to bring light to those dark areas. For me, that's not my life purpose, and I highly respect and admire those that it is. I'm grateful for y'all as well, but this is not a message for those people. They're doing their own job. They're doing what they came on this earth plane to do. I'm doing what I came on this earth plane to do. Where are you? If you're in between those two, you can choose. What do you want to experience? You will find what you look for. I promise you. You can choose what you want to look for. And in the moment, if you're experiencing so much fear, so much anxiety, so much stress that you can't make a choice, I respect and I understand that. I love you where you're at. Pull out your phone and watch some mindless, happy videos that make you laugh, okay? Do what you need to in the moment to just completely get out of that place of fear, calm down, breathe, laugh. Laugh, 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 laugh. Joy is what is needed right now. And I will see you all next time.